Hello there, accounting students. We are doing today trial balance. So on this screen, you can see there is a maths given and the trial balance. Okay. So first of all, we have to go to the question. What the question is telling you to do. Number A, what will be the total amount of current assets? From here, you need to find out the current assets. Okay. Secondly, prepare a trial balance with necessary correction. That means that the trial balance given in here, this is not correct. And look at the total is 253,000 here on the debit side, and the credit side gets 287,000. So definitely this trial balance is wrong. You need to rectify this correct trial balance with proper or necessary rectification. And number 3, show the external liabilities and expenses of Mohit Traders. That means the traders maths we are doing. This is his trial balance. So there's something wrong. So first of all, let's do what will be the total amount of current assets. So current assets means the cash at bank. Remember, cash at bank is always correct current balance. Then the account receivable. Okay, account receivable, this is your current asset as well. And remember here the closing inventory. So closing inventory, this is also the current asset. So these 3 items in here, it will be counted as current assets. So you need to just put it in here. Look at this current assets, the heading you give, and the money here, TACA. So cash at bank 45,000, it's in here given, cash at bank 45,000. Look at this. Okay, and the account receivable 20,000, it's from here as well. And the last one, we have the closing inventory, so that's one is also from in here. Okay, so that's in total that's 81,000. Okay, now number B, look at in here. So it said to rectify or do the necessary correction for this wrong trial balance. Okay, so look at the cash at bank, the first one in here, this one in the credit side, it has to be in the debit side. So when you do the correction, look at the diagram. So first one is the serial number, then the name of the account, then LF, then debit, or simply you can write down DR, and the last one credit, and the amount, whatever. If you have the pound, if you have the dollar, give the dollar symbol, or just simply tag out whatever is written in the question. So bank balance for first of all, the in here we have it is by mistake written bank balance, but it's actually cash at bank. Look at in here. So cash at bank 45,000, debit column. Then furniture, it remains the same. Furniture debit column, it's okay. Machinery, this is your asset, also debit column. And the accounts receivable, okay, so accounts receivable, this is also debit. So what is written in here, it's written sundry debtors. This is another name of accounts receivable. So either you can write down account receivable or you can write down sundry debtor. So according to the question, you need to write down accounts receivable. So let me write it. So look at in here, I have rectified. So accounts receivable, this is debit side. Now in here, accounts payable, this is given on the debit side as well, but this is wrong. It has to be on the credit side because this is your liability. Okay, now loan, that's 35,000, that has to go to the credit side as well because loan is your liability. And the capital given credit column, this is okay. Drawings, withdrawals, that's the expense, so it has to be on the debit side. This 30,000 should be on the debit side. Okay, and now the sales given on the credit side, that's okay. Now purchases 50,000 on the right, on the debit side. Okay, freight in, freight out, these 2 are expenses. So freight in is given 3,000 on the debit side, but freight out, that's given on the credit column, but it's your expense, so it has to be on the debit side as well. So another mistake, put this one in here. Okay, now opening inventory, that's the 14,000 is okay on the debit column. Closing inventory, this is closing inventory, this one, it is never included in the trial balance. By mistake they have included it, so you have to omit this account totally. Closing inventory never ever comes to the trial balance, so we do not need to write down closing inventory. And salary, it's an expense, 23,000 here. And the sales cost, or it's written here selling expenses. That should be sales cost. We need to write down. It's another actually name of the sales cost. It's another name is the selling expenses, so we need to write down according to the question. So rectified already. So sales cost, this one is actually 18,000 is given the debit column, so it's okay. Now I think no more necessary correction is needed, and when we calculate debit column it becomes 287,000, and when we calculate credit column it's 287,000, so both are the same. So when you are done with this kind of maths, you need to close the maths with this kind of closing mark. Okay, so you have to give it, otherwise your maths or your trial balance will still be wrong. And the last one in here, show the external liabilities and expenses of the following trial balance. That's Samui Traders. We can see the name. So external liabilities, what is the external liability? What is outside? External liabilities is your accounts payable. So this is your external liability account. Another one is the loan, because the loan you collect from the outside. That's why it is external liabilities. And I don't think anything else in here, so we just need to put these two accounts in it. Look, external calculation of external liability of Mr. Mohit, sundry creditors, or it should be written accounts payable. So I've rectified account payable written, and the loan, that's also the amount is 35,000 given the question. So total external liability is 45,000. So thank you very much. That's all for today. If you have any other problem, just tell me. Thank you. Bye bye.